Yes, I am going to ask if Mr. Ice Water in his veins, Luis Arraez, has too much pressure on him entering 2020. Listen, the rookie year was incredible, but he's being mentioned as a guy who might hit 400 this season. I know. 334 hitter last year, incredible plate discipline. He was just amazing, but he has 366 career plate appearances. This just seems like a lot. Now we can't unsee this. This was the moment that Arraez became legend. Just incredible. No, clearly nothing phases him. However, it's a cat and mouse game. I'm not saying this because I think Luis Arraez might be frazzled by anything. Just the league adjusts and it gets more difficult. So many of the homegrown Twins either took a step back or didn't take a step forward in their second year. Jorge Polanco, Miguel Sano, Eddie Rosario, Byron Buxton, Max Kepler. Those guys all either took a step back or took time to develop. Mitch Garver's kind of the one guy who busted out in his sophomore year. So, I mean, it's very common for guys to struggle. And I know I've heard Torrey Hunter talk about this, how it's hard once the league gets to know you. Joe Mauer also said that second year is always the toughest because the league starts to get to know you. And he says the longer you stay in the league, the more you learn to make adjustments. But my thing is, I don't expect Luis Arraez to fall off, but why would you put him in a situation where you're putting more pressure on him? Dustin Moore sent out this tweet asking for fans to send in their lineups. Listen, I get it. A lot of people put Luis Arraez as their leadoff guy. I totally get it. The skill set is pretty much perfect for it. Takes a lot because he works at bats, gets a lot of pitches, gets on base. Him getting on base in front of all these home run hitters, this sounds perfect, but that's the only thing I'm a little worried about is this guy's already going to have to compete with that cat and mouse game of teams adjusting to him. Why would you want to put that extra pressure on him leading off games, getting the most plate appearances of anybody on the team? So here you see the lineup that I would prefer. I kind of like Polanco in that leadoff spot. Max Kepler was just fine there last year. I don't have any too strong feelings about a lineup either way. Outside of Arraez, I just feel like Arraez all he needs to do is be a guy, and this lineup is so good. He doesn't need to be the guy, so I don't want to put that pressure on him. What do you think? Where would you put Luis Arraez in this 2020 Twins lineup?